students. Today we are going to discuss about ethical issues in HR departments, human resource. In the course Business Ethics. Myself is Dr. S. Saraswati, working as an assistant professor, Department of PG Commerce, Sri Kalishwari College, Sivagasi. Before going to ethical issues in HR, we first know about the meaning for ethical issue. Ethical issue is a situation where a moral conflict arises. We know the moral values, good and bad. If there is a dilemma is which one is I am going to choose. The mindset of the person or business decision maker to choose the decision, which one is suitable for all the stakeholders. That is called it as dilemma. Ethical dilemma, and that dilemma some conflict will arise. That conflict called as ethical issue. Ethical issue is a conflict or challenging fundamental principles of rights. The world is keep on changing, like that the rights are also newly introduced. Some rights are manageable or deleted. If there is a discussion or conflict arise on that, means it is subject to ethical issues. Good version or bad version impacting individuals, organization, society, etc. are covered under ethical issues. It often requiring the choices between competing values like fairness, honesty, responsibility, integrity, etc. Ethical issues in HR department. HR is the most important department in all kind of business. It is the center point. All other departments are depending HR department. The responsibility of the HR department is to recruit the best candidate for the business. The HR managers are responsible to choose the company's employee, handling their entire life cycle from recruiting, hiring, onboarding, training, performance, payroll, benefit, legal compliances, etc. It is the responsibility of the HR manager to take care of the employee's life cycle. Here employees include top level employees, middle level employees, low level employees. In business perspective, all are considered as employee equal to HR. HR is responsible to upgrade, up-qualify the facilities and qualities of employees for the benefit of business growth. They act a crucial link between employer and employees. They represent employees to top level, that is employer, and employee perspective to employees also. Hence, HR is considered as the organization's most valuable asset. Irrespective of all kind of businesses, HR face certain ethical issues that are under 8 categories. The first one is employment issue. Second, issues related to privacy of the employees. Issues related to cash, salary, incentives, etc. Issues related to safety and health of the employees. Then discrimination on employees aspect. Issues related to restructuring the layoff. In modern days, due to the introduction of AI, most of the companies are terminating their experienced employees. That should be properly handled by the HR. Proper information should be given both employer as well as employee. Then issues related to performance of employees, other issues like child labor, forced labor, etc. How HR can shape that issues? First, they assess and quantify the current state of ethical culture of an organization. Each organization follow culture. That culture should be common for all the employees. If any employee deviates from that culture, it is subject to punishment. That should be assured, which means that set of rules and regulations should be framed by the HR department regarding the culture of the institution. The second one is connect culture metric to business outcomes, and also explain or give a practical information knowledge how that culture facilitate for improving the growth of an organization. In olden days, the companies restrict for appointing female employees, whereas nowadays most of the bankers also inviting female candidates because their productivity is high compared with male employees. Therefore, more facilities should be offered, basic infrastructure should be offered for female employees also. It is the responsibility of HR manager. The third one is ensure an inclusive culture. Inclusive culture means bring HR manager always behave integral manner. He always takes steps to integrate the employees, not to separate them. They won't introduce any bias among the employees. Next one is equip all employees to consider ethical decision making. Ethical decision making means to choose any final decision, they should follow the rules of the organization. That is the ethics. Okay. Last one is create a culture of speaking up. Speaking up means employees should have the right to make their uncomfortability to their superiors. They have the right to speak about the bad things happening in organization. The most important ethical issue in all kind of organization is harassment. Harassment in workplace will not be tolerated. It is the responsibility of the HR to ensure the organization is free from harassment. The harassments may take an visual, verbal, written, touching, power, force. Due to force also or due to visual, verbal, the harassment may happen. That should be eliminated by the HR activity. The strict rules are framed to avoid harassment in workplace. Offensive contact may be a violation in law perspective. How employee anti-harassment behavior has changed. The 5 steps are suggested by ethics. First one is speaking up more with uncomfortability. In most of the organization, they won't listen to the uncomfortability of the employees. But HR manager should give space to speak about the uncomfortability of employees, especially female employees. Discussing social issues more openly. It is recommended in the place of schools, colleges also what are the rights of the women possessed, men possessed in workplaces. Then only they have the social power. What are the power we possessed in workplace? After knowing, unless otherwise the HR is responsible to teach the powers, the rights of the employees. The third one is calling out bad behavior of the person. Irrespective of the position, if a person find that he executing a harassment procedure or bad behavior, the HR manager should take the step to punish them. Telling fewer insensitive jokes. Make the meeting to be more meaningful by way of commenting jokes. Willing to listen more. Frequently, HR manager should arrange for a meeting. The role of HR in preventing sexual harassment in workplace. HR must create and enforce policies that